Hello, fellow foods, fellow demigods, and fellow aliens. Today we'll have another episode of Ice Cream insulting the Greek gods because they can't come kill me. I'm loving the title of the series. Wow. Today, the Greek god we'll be talking about is the one and only Greek god Hades. Hades. Now today, because I'm lazy, we're going to be talking about Persephone and Hades, aka the story that everybody knows. And I'll probably be adding some later because I have no script for these videos and you guys can tell. So I hope you guys enjoy your Friday and let's get started. So Hades is the son of Kronos and Rhea, who are the children of Gaia and Chaos, who's the children of the universe. I have no idea. And he's part of the older gods. He's actually the oldest Greek god, but since he came out of his father Kronos' stomach last, because Zeus is weird, he didn't really get the recognition as the oldest. Recognition, oh my god. So he's just basically the oldest Greek god. So after a while, he was sentenced to be the king of the underworld, and he's had multiple children. We're going to be talking about also Zagreus and Melano, and myth of Zagreus and everything. So, one day, while Hades was out, Hadesing, he saw this beautiful young lady on Earth. I don't know, Mars? What do you want me to say? Her name was Kore. Kore was the daughter of Demeter and Zeus. She was very pretty and is also known as the Greek goddess of life. No, Zeus is not the Greek god of death. It annoys me so much when people say it. No offense to people who say it. Because the Greek god of death is Thanatos. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly either. Yeah. Hades is not the Greek god of death. It's annoying because he's the Greek god of the dead, aka ghosts, ghouls. Do skeletons count as dead? I have no idea. I mean, you technically are a skeleton. I don't know. But Hades is the Greek god of the dead, not death. Does that make sense? I have no idea. And he saw this beautiful young lady, and he's like, well, she has to go on a date with me. I'm going to marry her. Fun fact, Kore, aka Persephone, was originally supposed to marry Hermes. I don't think that would have worked. Sorry. So basically, I'm changing my mic. Basically, Hades was like, yeah, this is going to be cool. So he took her into the underworld. She's like, why did you take me here? Wait, I need to know what accent Persephone would have had. I know my mic sounds weird right now. I'm sorry. Persephone would be like, teenager, right? Oh, no. Why did you get me here? You guys love the accents. Oh, my God. Yay. And he's just like, well, you're pretty. Hades is so real. I love Persephone. aka Kore. And she's like, but my mom is so overprotective. She's gonna kill me if she finds me here. She's like, you want to be here? Yeah, like my mom is very overbearing. Overbearing is a word, right? You know what I mean. Very over. Helicopter. You understand, please. And he's like, well, your dad's my brother. My car is looking at me like, what the heck are you doing, Ice? Why are you doing this in the middle of your living room at exactly 11:11 a.m.? Yay! And Persephone is like, yeah, but still, you're kind of cool. I imagine Kore to be like the goth version. What is wrong? Okay, I actually have to start putting an effort into these videos. So, Persephone is just like, well, I hope our parents don't find out. My parents don't find out. Guess what? Zeus found out. And he told Demeter, and Demeter kept complaining to him, and he's like, okay. And then, Hades told her, well, are you hungry? And she's like, yeah, I'm really hungry. Do you have anything to eat here? And he's like, yeah, sure. Do you like pomegranates? She's like, yeah. Guess what? She ate 6 pomegranates. Well, depends on how you learn myth, but I'm telling you 6. He's like, well, I hope you enjoyed those pomegranates. She's like, of course I did. Pomegranates are great. I love pomegranates, personally. And then Hermes comes down, and he's like, Core, father wants you. Because they have the same father. That's kind of messed up. If they're like half siblings, ignore my cat. If they're like half siblings and they're gonna get, I mean, Zeus married Hera, so I don't know. And then Persephone's like, what? I want to stay here though. And he's like, okay. And Hades convinced Zeus to like tone it down a bit. And he's like, okay, you can go. You have to go home if you didn't eat anything. Imagine your dad's just like, did you eat anything at your friend's house? And you're like, yeah. It's like, well, you can't go home now. Stay for how many bites of food you had per month, equals a month. That's painful. And she's just like, okay, well, you stay there for 6 months of the year, and then the other 6 months of the year you come out. Persephone's like, okay. And Demeter's obviously upset about this, because Persephone is technically her only daughter. So for those 6 months of the year, she doesn't pay attention to her job. She doesn't work. She doesn't actually put effort into stuff. She just lets it be winter. And that's why in Greek mythology, according to them, that's why we have winter for 6 months of the year. And 6 months of the year when Persephone is with Demeter. By the way, Persephone ended up changing her name. And for like 59% of my Greek mythology obsessed life, I thought her name was pronounced Persephone. Yeah, it's Persephone. I had to look it up. And she just ended up being, she ended up staying in the underworld for 6 months with her husband, Hades. Next myth is Zagreus and Melina, who are known as Hades and Persephone's children. Is that a lie? Yes. So this myth also incorporates Dionysus, so enjoy that. So they say that Zagreus is the first Dionysus. No, we're going too far. We have to go back to when they were born. I imagine Zagreus is the older sibling, so deal with that. When they were born, Zeus thought Persephone, his freaking daughter, was very pretty. So one day he transformed into Hades. By the way, in ancient times they actually had like one difference between Hades and Zeus, so they might have just been the same person at that point. Yeah, that's scary also. So Zeus turned into Hades and had 2 kids with Persephone, Melina and Zagreus. Now, once Hera found out, Zagreus was like hunted down, and eventually they took his heart and killed him. I don't know how an immortal dies. I don't know. And when Dionysus was born, they took his heart and shoved it in Dionysus. Mr. D is... Oh my god, poor Mr. D. He doesn't even have his own heart. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't think he'd have a heart. So Zagreus died. Poor Melina. I love Melina so much. She, you know. Excuse me, my mic fell down. Okay, I'll cut that out, hopefully. So I just really like Melina, and I feel so bad for her with that happening to her brother. So Zagreus is considered the first Dionysus. Yeah, Hades is weird, okay? Welcome to the underworld, and I'll see you guys next Friday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy whenever you're watching this, I guess. I'd show you a picture of my car, but, I don't want to. Bye, guys!